it's always been the dream to win World Cups. On behalf of the team, I would say that winning the World Cup is the most prestigious thing that you can ever do. And for me, nothing changes from all the World Cups that I've played. I always wanted to win.
नमस्कार, स्वागत है आपका मेरे प्रोग्राम में। मैं हूं दामिनी जुयाल। जैसे जैसे T20 वर्ल्ड कप आगे बढ़ा, वैसे वैसे काफी इंटरेस्टिंग गेम्स हमें देखने को मिले। ये मैच इतना इंटरेस्टिंग है कि मैंने सोचा क्यों ना आपके सामने ऐसे दिग्गज लेके आऊं जो आपको कई सारी इंफॉर्मेशन आज के मैच पे दे सके। तो मैं एक एक करके अपने मेहमानों से आपको मिलवाती हूँ और उनकी ही जबान में सुनती हूँ कि आज के मैच में क्या भविष्यवाणी करना चाहते हैं। सो आई हैव विद मी और कोई नहीं, नरसिम्हा सर, एमवी नरसिम्हा सर आज हमारे साथ जुड़े हैं। 1987 का वो मैच जो हैदराबाद विनिंग साइड थी रणजी ट्रॉफी में, कैप्टन थे सर, आज हमारे साथ इस प्रोग्राम में हैं। उन्होंने हराया था दिल्ली के फॉर्मिडेबल दिल्ली साइड को, हराया, बिल्कुल धूल चटा दी। आज सर खुद यहाँ इस प्रोग्राम में हमारे साथ मौजूद है। सर, आपका स्वागत है आज के प्रोग्राम में।
नमस्ते जी।
नमस्कार
Welcome
सर।
you.
थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू फॉर बीइंग अ पार्ट ऑफ दिस प्रोग्राम।
Not at all pleasure. It's a pleasure being on this show.
थैंक यू सर। अब अगले मेहमान से आपको मिलाती हूँ। वो है नोएल डेविड, जिन्होंने वर्ल्ड रिकॉर्ड बनाया था 211 नॉट आउट अगेंस्ट आंध्रा के। हमारे साथ फॉर्मर इंडियन क्रिकेटर आज हमारे साथ मौजूद है इस प्रोग्राम में। नोएल, आपका स्वागत है प्रोग्राम में।
Thank you, Damini, and nice to see you again, and nice to see Narsimha Rao sir. Because वो आयरलैंड में रहते हैं and रेगुलर टच में रहते हैं, but we are not able to see each other. जो व्हाट्सएप कॉलिंग भी है, मगर उतना बिजी रहते हैं और टाइम डिफरेंस काफी है ना, तो आज मौका मिला उनको देखने के लिए।
मैं अपने तीसरे मेहमान से भी मिलवा देती हूँ। वो है जी राजारमन जी। इनके शब्द इतने खतरनाक हैं कि स्पोर्ट्स इंडस्ट्री को हिला के रख देते हैं। हमारे साथ सीनियर स्पोर्ट्स जर्नलिस्ट जी राजारमन आज हमारे साथ हैं इस प्रोग्राम में। सर, आपका स्वागत है।
थैंक यू दामिनी। ऐसा कोई शक नहीं है जिसके शब्द स्पोर्ट्स इंडस्ट्री को हिला दे। सुनने में अच्छा लगता है, लेकिन हकीकत यह है, इट्स द ट्रूथ दैट द वर्ल्ड गोस ऑन. Sometimes we put our point of view across, sometimes people like it, sometimes they don't like it. But if we believe that our pen can change the world, then we are mistaken. So I write because I believe in something, and I write and I speak because I like to share what I know. People may accept it, may not accept it, but ना ये गलतफहमी में बिल्कुल नहीं रहता कि लोग मेरे शब्द से हिल जाते हैं, दामिनी।
सर, हमें तो लगता है कि your words are like way too powerful to change anything in the sports industry, and it defines the sports players as well in a beautiful manner. So thank you for being a part of this program, sir. We have reached the finals, and it could have never been so beautiful than having all three of you in my program. I think we're going to be having a beautiful conversation. We have two Hyderabadis with me, one Tamilian with me, and I'm from Delhi. So yes, we are like representing India this time in this program. So, sir, we're going to be having few questions here, and I'm going to be asking about the whole journey of India and South Africa. They have worked really hard and they have reached the final. So I think they deserve a loud round of applause, first of all. And secondly, we're going to be discussing all the technical pointers here. And thankfully, I have three experts sitting with me to share the journey of India and South Africa all together. So shall I start with sir first? Narsimha sir, shall I start asking the questions?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Done, sir. So first question from you is this. How will you define the India's journey in this T20 Men's World Cup 2024? What has been the key factor for their success, according to you?
Yeah, there was quite a bit of questions before they left our shores, because a lot of sagas going on regarding the IPL, what happened Bombay and the other things. But they gelled very well. And the journey, it was very tough. The wickets are, in New York, and now even the wickets are playing a real major role. So, but they adapted very well. And you could see that the team spirit and the combination of the sides have been brilliant. Though Kohli didn't perform as well as he can, but still we are getting through with ease. That is a plus point. Again, South Africa's journey is the same thing. They have a very good destructive batsmen. In three of them who play IPL, like De Kock and Klisner, and as well as Markel, the captain. So they'll be the major threat to India bowling. But at the same time, depends on the wicket, how the wicket behaves. But at the minute, our three spinners are doing an excellent job, as well as Bumrah and the left-arm fast bowler as well. So it'll be a good contest. I think it'll be a close contest as well. And I hopefully and pray that India will come on top.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Actually, you have defined it like so beautifully that there is no question left now. But coming to Noel, what do you think is the India's strategy against South Africa in today's match? If they have to win this cup, then what should they follow this in this particular match? What do you think about it?
I think there's only one strategy they should think about is keep it simple. The way they've been kept it, throughout this tournament, I think they have done whatever they wanted. They have executed it in a proper way, in such thing where they never gave any chance to anybody to recover from what they have done. I think the bowling was good, the fielding came out excellent, and the batting. Yes, Rohit Sharma peaked at the right time. That's the beauty for the the batting on top. The Indian captain peaking at the right time. I think there's no need of any planning at all. Yes, they adapted to the situation as my senior most captain, my senior most I can say a guru in coaching, who has taught me, as rightly said, that the spinners played a major role. The wickets they adapted wherever they played. I think the strategy is to keep it simple, play the way they are playing, and just believe in yourself that you can win this IPL, the T20 World Cup, and let's come back home with a lot of laurels.
Thank you, Noel. Raja, if I ask about the Indian player which has impressed you the most in this tournament, who would it be?
I think it's the team, Damini. I think it'll be unfair to look for one player. India's had match winners, different match winners at different times. But if you ask me to pick one player, agar jabardasti karte ho, so then I will pick the captain Rohit Sharma. I think he was on the money with his captaincy. More than his batting, his captaincy has been incredibly good. He did a very good job in the 50-over World Cup, and he's continuing that in this World Cup. Look at the team selection. यहाँ से जाने से पहले कईयों ने शोर मचाया था कि इतने सारे स्पिनर्स क्यों ले जा रहे हो, व्हाई आर यू टेकिंग 4 स्पिनर्स, वो भी वेस्ट इंडीज में मैचेस होंगे, फास्ट बॉलर का पैराडाइज है, व्हाई यू टेकिंग 4 स्पिनर्स. आई थिंक अजित अगरकर एंड कंपनी, द सेलेक्टर्स डिजर्व सम क्रेडिट फॉर दैट. बहुत कम लोग हैं जो उनको तारीफ करेंगे आज के दिन में, बट दिस टीम सिलेक्शन हैज बीन स्पॉट ऑन, both the squad and the 11 that they've been choosing. There were matches where सिराज was playing. हम 3 हैदराबादी दुखी हो सकते हैं कि सिराज को 11 से ड्रॉप किया है, but they have picked Kuldeep Yadav as the 3rd spinner. Of course, he's a frontline spinner. He's the number 1 spinner. I think team selection has been spot on. So full credit to Rohit Sharma, not only for his batting but for his spotless captaincy so far.
Right. So coming to you, because you have a beautiful journey when it comes to the cricket game and everyone knows about you. So if I ask you about comparing the Indian team in today's world, T20 World Cup 2024, and the team you have played in, what is the major difference you see at this time and your time?
My time, the cricket was not as professional as what it is now. And our time when you went for a test match, you just had a manager, you didn't have a coach, or you don't have the whole thing. Now you have an entourage of support staff, and for every area there is a coach, and so it's become more professional, and it's become it's become a full-time job as a cricketer now. For us, we were professionals, that we got a job in the bank or some other thing, then we practiced and worked out. But now it's gone 3 levels, that you have 2020, 50-50, ODIs and test cricket. But test cricket is a purity, but again, you need 2020 for entertainment, to draw in the crowds, and the game has evolved so much now with the different styles of batting and bowling, and whole things have changed. The coaching styles and everything has changed. It's been all changed for the good. Our time, we didn't have the protection, helmets, or even a decent thigh pad, and I uh, fielded in the short leg without helmet to all these Vivian Richards and all these guys, just no shin pads or no nothing. So that was those days. So now it's totally a different story about the thing. But so you have some hugely skilled players in the world, the amazing batting and as a bowling as well, the speeds and the the way they approach the game in real professionalism. That is amazing, And now you can see that many countries are also playing. In our time, we had about 6 test status people. Now we have so many other things, and now the game is played nook and corner. And the main thing is the media. The media has elevated the game a lot. You can nook and corners of the world. You can watch any match. Sitting in your house. So that has been the change of the game. Yeah.
Well defined, sir. Actually, this is a huge difference you have mentioned in this program now. Now, Noel, coming to you, which are the key matchups or player battle you are looking forward to in today's match? Any player or any matchups you want to see today playing, and a good match today, obviously.
Yeah, it's going to be a good match. It's going to be a keen contest. And why I say because South Africa has been hungry. You remember, 7 times they have been there. They've been choking themselves. But this time, every game was a choking game, but they came out successfully. From the league phase to the finals. But the key play for me from the South Africa team, I'll be looking at Rabada and De Kock. Because why I say Rabada? Because he takes the bowling unit along with him as a bowler. And if you see, everyone is bowling superbly when Rabada is taking them. Nokia, Rabada, Shamshi, and all these guys have been superb. Even the newcomer batsman has been superb. But De Kock is the key person, because if he gets going, he is very dangerous for any team, because he has all the shots in his books, which can be entertaining, which can be exuberant. And I would love to see this guy, because I think this will be his last World Cup for the South Africans in that color. So I think he'll be eager to do well. And another guy which I would love to name is Carlson, the wicketkeeper batsman, but he is not keeping up. He is one of the finest T20 players which has come from the South Africans after the ABD Villiers, because he can hit the ball really hard, which we have noticed during the IPL this time. So he is also quite dangerous. So I think these are the key. But for us, we all are looking forward for Virat to perform. We all are looking forward. But unfortunately, he's not among us, but I think he will come good. Rohit Sharma is already there with his captaincy and all. But for me, he's the 3 spinners along with Bumrah. They've been exceptionally doing well. They've been, on spot, to the batsmen. They have been, getting wickets at regular intervals. For me, Akshar Patel, Kuldeep, and Jadeja. I think they will be key roles they'll be playing in the finals.
Right. Raja, how will you see summarizing the overall quality and excitement of this T20 World Cup? Any standout moment according to you? Because being a journalist, I want to know your point of view in this.
Just as well, you didn't ask me कि कौन player प्रभावित कर सकता है, because Noel ने सारों के नाम ले लिए, सिर्फ अंपायर के नाम छोड़ दिए उन्होंने हमारे लिए. No, this is how strong the Indian team is. This is how strong the South Africans are. So as Bobby pointed out a short while ago, it will be a good contest. If the pitch is a fair pitch, if it doesn't challenge the South Africans too much, or the Indians too much. No, अगर बहुत तेज हो गया तो then probably Indian batters will be under pressure, because we have known the Indian batters to struggle in the big games and let the side down. But I think the bowlers have come to the party. It'll be a good match. But to answer your question, T20 World Cup, I was very disappointed with the fact that there were not enough people in the stadium, even for India matches. कहीं पे वेस्ट इंडीज में हो रहा है, सुबह सुबह करा रहे हैं, so that we can watch at late in the evening.
Yes.
But there are no fans in the stadium. And Bobby will tell you that when he was playing test matches for India or even Ranji Trophy, there would be crowds and the players will get lifted when there are crowds. To me, that has been the most disappointing aspect of this World Cup. अगर एक चीज उठ के आ रहा है मुझे, so that is the one thing. Other than that, I'm hoping that ICC will look at the kind of tracks that have been laid down for these matches. Not all of them have been good wickets. अगर वही इंडिया में होता है तो a couple of grounds would have been banned for 2 years or something like that. We've seen that happen in India for poor pitches. ICC itself is perhaps responsible sometimes for not laying down the good pitches in New York, खास करके. But even in the West Indies, the pitches have not been the greatest. But I don't think the bowlers are complaining. Ball
Right.
नीचे रह रहा है, डंडे उड़ रहे हैं because of that. I think bowlers love that. You just have to drop the ball in the right areas and the pitch is doing the rest for them. So that's been another standout feature. But despite that, the way Rohit Sharma has batted, I think it is just outstanding. And sometimes Quinton de Kock has been marvelous as well. So these are two good openers, will be worth watching. और रही बात क्लासन की, आई एम होपिंग ही डजंट गेट टू बैट टुमारो. वो साउथ अफ्रीकन्स डिफेंस खेल के उसको बैटिंग ही ना दें.
Sir, when Raja's already mentioned about the point about your days and the fan, the journey, will you like to share your journey with us, please, in this program?
Oh, my journey, as Raja said, even a Ranji Trophy, if we played in Chennai, in Madras those days, Chennai, it would have been packed 45,000. Even when you played in Bangalore against Karnataka, you know, it was packed again. The Chinnaswamy Stadium used to be 40,000 crowd. So it was just like a test match those days. And again, my first test I played in Calcutta, there was 100,000. So crowds, you need crowds to lift the players up. And that competitiveness, that the enthusiasm, adrenaline flows, you know, when you take a wicket, the whole lot are behind you, a brilliant catch there behind you. So it lifts your game, and it really makes it more competitive and other things. But without the crowd, we Indians players and a lot are not used to it, really. I remember once I first time when I went to Lancashire to play Lancashire League, it was, it was hardly you would have 100 or 150 crowd, and it wasn't the same. You felt like India, that adrenaline flowed. But like anywhere you go, like in New York, there was a big Indian contingent, huge crowds. Australia, anywhere the Indian, even Ireland, when India played last year and year before, when India came and played, they played at ground called Malahide, and the temporary stand was put in, and the capacity was 9,000. And I remember Lakshman was the coach, and the day before the match, we were chatting and said, "What do you think?" I said, "Don't worry, Lakshman. It'll be like playing at home. And there are 9,000 seats. There'll be 8,000 Indians at the ground." And a similar thing had happened. But as for you were talking about the matchups, I think you got a fair bit of matchup. You got de Kock and you got Pant. You got Rabada and you got Bumrah. You got Kelson and you got Rohit Sharma. So the matches are very good till the bowling. Like you have Shami and you have Kuldeep. So the similarity of each one you can match up, like the Singh and as well as Jensen. They're both the same. So the matchups, it's well matched, both the teams. Both teams are well matched, and whoever holds the nerves and whoever has that mental bit of power will be successful, I think,
Perfectly
Sir,
defined, sir. Though.
sir,
Yes, sir, Noel. Yes.
सर एक ग्राउंड भूल गए साहब आप मेंशन करना है जिमखाना हैदराबाद में पब्लिक जो आती थी आप वो भूल गए सर बोलने के लिए
Yeah.
राजाराम सर को
अरे
राजाराम सर को भी पता
असली
है
असली चीज तुम बोल ही नहीं रहे हो सिंडिकेट बैंक
हाँ।
वर्सेस आंध्रा बैंक इन हैदराबाद दैट
Yeah,
यूज्ड टू ड्रॉ 10,000 people.
Oh,
easy.
आराम से easy
Yeah,
you know
especially
that was
yeah, especially we used to have zonals like Hyderabad versus Secunderabad. We played at Gymkhana,
yeah
and one year like Prasanna played for Hyderabad, I think, on the same ground. As Rajaram said, there used to be 10 to 20,000 people easily. The whole ground. Even the road, it used to flow over onto the road as well. That was the thing. And then Andhra Bank, Syndicate, Andhra Bank, SBI, SBH matches. You had a steady crowd there. That's true. Those were the days. It was amazing. Then during a lunch, used to go to Paradise. We were
and
young and
biryani
we used to have biryani and naan and play. Come and play.
exactly
Nutrition. You didn't have nutrition and or you have the sports psychologists or nothing. That was us. Hyderabad is typical. Have a biryani and play in the afternoon.
though I was not there
yeah
during that time, but I can still feel the happiness and excitement as a fan, I should say, because we really love players playing on the field and we just love representing the Indian audience. I think that was the greatest moment you have shared in this program.
The passion was amazing. And like you have the football heroes in England and all. Every player, even a Ranji Trophy player, live alone Test player, they had their own following and a loyal followers. Even a ordinary league match, they all used to come. I used to get 50, 60 people coming. Definitely wherever you played in Hyderabad. That was the passion and that was the loyalty and love for the game. That was the only thing there those days. We thrived on.
वाओ इसके बाद तो मुझे लगता है कोई एक्सप्लेनेशन की नीड ही नहीं है राजा आप कुछ कह रहे थे राजा यू वांट टू से समथिंग
नो मैं बोल रहा था सिल्क हैंडकरचीफ देखने के लिए कितने लोग आते थे एमएल
yes
जयसिम्हा कॉलर
ML
ऊपर होता
Jayasinghe
था राइट कॉलर ऊपर होता था and he used
yeah
to wear a silk handkerchief. It was not just the men. I think there were plenty of women fans that he had. And I think, see, everybody loved cricket. They understood cricket. दामिनी अगर एक चीज बदला है ना आज की तारीख में हम क्रिकेटर्स पे ज्यादा फोकस कर रहे हैं और
जी
क्रिकेट पे कम वी आर
राइट
नॉट फोकसिंग so much on the game itself but about the
yeah
players. So I think we need to get back to developing an
no
interest, a love for the game rather than a love for the players. I
राइट
think that's the
exactly
difference I'm noticing at this point of time.
then this is the right time to ask this question actually before I wind up I want to know your
I
prediction for today's match yes sir please I'm so sorry you were saying something yes
Raj hit on the nail on the head. That's the most now. The personal things of the players have been media so much highlighted and other things. Those days it just used to be the cricket and the nitty-gritty of cricket used to be highlighted and each player's on the field performance. Yeah, I totally agree with Raj.
right sir and before we wind up the program I want to know your perspective and the prediction for today's match is it India or is it South Africa what do you think who's going to be winning today sir I'll start with you and then Noel and then Raja yes sir
I feel it'll be a 50-50 thing. I think I can give evenly balanced. But with India, you can see the hunger because
yes
last time about a few months back in the World Cup ODIs, I think they will have a 10% edge over the South Africans. Yeah.
Okay. Noel, what do you think about today's match?
If I take it, I think the game is going to be, you know, very competitive, a high voltage game. But as Sir said, it's going to be 50-50. But I say if India bats first and puts on a total, I think our spinners will dominate in the match. But looking at the side of also, if we bat second, we should handle the pressure of the bowling what they have. So I think that's why Sir said 50-50. So I will go with Sir, and because the experience always counts.
Thank you, Noel. Raja, any other perspective you want to share today? India or South Africa? What do you think?
Somebody has to say something differently to 50.
Go on.
I think it'll be 60-40 to India, primarily because India is hungry to win. It has won some matches very comfortably. It has dominated matches. South Africa ne bal jeete kai matches. They've won very close matches. They have not choked. I think first time in a show that we have not discussed choking,
Yes.
because they have not choked. They've played brilliantly so far. Tight finishes mein jeete hain. But despite that, I think India, I would fancy India to win. India is also hungry like the South Africans are. India has not won an ICC event for the last 10 years. So
That's right.
I think Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli, even Ravindra Jadeja, all of them will want to go on a high. And this team, like the 2011 cricket side did it for Sachin Tendulkar, will perhaps do it for Virat Kohli, Rohit Sharma and Ravindra Jadeja.
Perfect. I think nothing could have been so beautiful. Oh, like instead of these lines, you have explained it beautifully. And thank you, all three of you, for being a part of this program. The senior experts are with me in today's program, and I think nothing could have been better than this. Final हो तो ऐसा हो, बिल्कुल दमदार तरीके से, धमाकेदार तरीके से. Thank you प्रोग्राम में आने के लिए और अपने इंसाइट शेयर करने के लिए. नरसिम्हा सर बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया. राजा, नोएल सर बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया हमारे प्रोग्राम में आने के लिए.